Hello, my name is Don. I'm a talent specialist here at Michigan Works. I'm going to be talking to you today about WIOA, Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act. Today we are going to spend some time talking about three programs. The programs include for adults, dislocated workers, and youth. All of our programs have specific qualifications. You will work with your talent specialist to discuss which programs you will be eligible for. In this case, as you see here, under adult and dislocated workers, for adults, some criteria: are you 18 and over? Are you a citizen or eligible non-citizen? Priority is given to those who are low income and those who are basic skills deficient. That's under adult. Under dislocated workers, have you been terminated or laid off or have a pending notice or of termination or layoff? Are you eligible for, are receiving, or have exhausted your unemployment benefits? Is your employer closing its facility in the next 180 days? Were you financially dependent upon your partner and are now going through a divorce, or has your partner passed away? Those are some of the criteria for adult and dislocated workers. There are different qualifications for each program, and we will need to work together about different requirements. For example, males born on or after January 1st, 1960, and are 18 years of age or older, prior to their 26th birthday, must register with the Selective Service Registration. That's a requirement. Out of School Youth is a program for youth aged 16 to 24 who are no longer in school. They must also have some sort of barrier to employment. For example, and you can see a lot of bullets there, and I've already mentioned about the specific criteria as far as age, school dropout, that's one of the criteria. It could be a youth who is within the age of compulsory school attendance, a recipient of a secondary school diploma or its recognized equivalent, an English language learner, an individual who is subject to the juvenile or adult justice system, a homeless individual, an individual who is pregnant or parenting, a youth who is an individual with a disability, or a low-income individual who requires additional assistance to enter or complete an educational program or to secure or hold employment. There's a lot listed there, but check one of the criteria or several of the criteria that you may qualify for in that specific age group. In-school youth are aged 14 to 21 and enrolled in school. In order to qualify, they must have one of the barriers listed. And again, there are a number of barriers listed there. Some kind of similar to the previous one that was out-of-school youth. In-school youth, of course, that's a no-brainer. They're basically in school somewhere, in high school or some type of trade school or college. And very similar criteria that is listed from the previous dislocated worker, or out of school youth, I mean. Now, I want you to see your involvement as a process. The goal is going to be full-time employment. That's the thing. We want to help you. We want to make sure that you are that you get employed somewhere. But one of the most important thing is you have to be a part of this partnership as well. Your partnership is just as vitally important. You need to make a commitment to this to be able to succeed. Some of the stages of that involvement is a pre-enrollment, enrollment, engage in activities, exit, and follow-up. And we'll get into those in a few minutes. Okay, under pre-enrollment, it's the time for you to determine if now is the right time for you to commit to focusing on your career goals. This is where we determine your eligibility. We talk about those career goals. What do you want to do? Do you want to be a mechanic? Do you want to do some things in the medical field? Those are some of the career goals, a couple that come to mind. Collect required documentation that's needed and discuss training options. We have this paperwork that's required, and we can work together on that as well. So questions to ask yourself prior to applying. And these questions are really important for you to review and ask yourself, is this for me? Are you going to be able to achieve the goals? Are you going to be here for the long-term commitment required by the program? Are you committed to the program and your goal for employment? And will you see the program through to completion? All very important questions that you have to ask yourself and answer honestly. Okay, under enrollment, updating your talent specialist on your career goals. That's important. You gotta, if anything changes, you have to make sure and let us know. We'll be working with you and you with us. Maintain monthly contact with your talent specialist. Okay, under training options, communication is a key. Please keep us updated on your goals, as I mentioned before. And we get it that life changes, and we need to make adjustments. Just make sure to communicate those changes, if any, that you might have. So there are several training options for you to explore with us. Keep in mind that you cannot start training until you complete enrollment, and all terms are agreed upon by you, the school, and Michigan Works. So you can see it's not just one person. There's a group of us that will be working together, including you. Okay? Classroom training has to be based on the needs of the employers in our region. We can explore training options that result in full-time employment. In order to ensure the school provides a desirable credential, the school must be listed on Pure Michigan Talent Connect. That's something that we will review to make sure. We've had some people that have come that have wanted to do some activities in another place of higher learning, and we've had to make sure that those programs were approved in that location. Additionally, there's certain grade point average requirements that are that you must maintain, and you must attend full time. On-the-job training provides you an opportunity to learn a new school and earn income at the same time. Okay? And we have people that are doing that. That's very, very. Remember, communication is the key. You must be eligible, suitable, and enrolled to receive supportive services. All services are on a first come, first served basis. And what those are, they eliminates barriers to employment. We provide clothing for training or interviews. We provide financial assistance for state tests, licensing, and certificates. We have a number of folks that are in the medical field that require licensing to be able to assist our aged population. And we provide funds for those licenses to be taken. Also, money to be able to get to the licensing location. Training expenses, special equipment. And again, can't stress it enough. Communication is the key. Work experiences for youth only. This is a youth program only. You get paid to gain on-the-job experience, and work experiences can be done in accordance with your specified career training category. And then please let us know if we can assist in any of these areas and connect you to resources in our community. And you can see a whole host of those that are listed there under tutoring, alternative secondary school offerings, paid and unpaid work experiences, occupational skill training, education or training for a specific occupation, leadership development, supportive services, adult mentoring, follow-up services, guidance and counseling, financial literacy education, entrepreneurial skills training, labor market, and preparation for training or further education. When training is complete, we will work with you to identify employers who are hiring. Upon obtaining employment, we look at those things, and we talk about getting a picture. I expect a pay stub just for verification. And we'll also contact your new employer to just on very frequently, just to check to see how you're doing and what areas we can continue to work on. And then as a follow-up, what we at Michigan Works do is we contact 1 year after exit date. We talk about how the job is treating you. Communication, as I've said many, many times already, is the key. And again, we're here to help you. And I've said that before too. Remember, we're not the enemy here. You've come here, or you've been encouraged to come here to seek assistance, and we have it. And if you provide the necessary motivation and work opportunity for us to work together, we'll do it for you, and with your help. Follow up. Continue to provide job leads, assist with updating resume and cover letter. We're able to do that. There are many of us that are trained on both sides of the interview table, those that have hired and those that were hired. And so some of us have a lot of expertise to be able to go through that with you. We schedule practice interviews and offer tips on interview skills. So today we will work together to complete the objective assessment Wagner-Pizer form. It's a couple pages. It just talks about your background, your personal information. It just gives us an insight on paper about you. And you will verify you received a copy of Michigan Works, West Central Code of Conduct, Equal Opportunity and Grievance Procedures, and you'll sign a success story release form. So we give you freebies to take, and we receive in return, so we're able to work together to follow through with that. And then call to schedule a follow-up meeting to further discuss career goals, review documentation, checklist, post your resume on Pure Michigan Talent Connect, schedule a math and reading assessment test to check your levels, and if you're interested in training, discuss training options. So any questions? If you do have, we can work virtually one-on-one. Please contact the website that's noted there, michiganworks.wc.org/about/contact-us.html. And you can also call or email us. And there are 6 that are listed here in 6 counties: in Lake County, Mecosta, Oceana, Osceola, Newaygo, and Mason. And these are, of course, by virtual appointments only in this state that we're in, the conditions that we're having in our country. Okay? So thank you very much, and carry on. We hope to work with you soon. Thank you.